I do intuitive medical. Hi, everybody. My name's Graham Williamson. I'm an international intuitive medical and physical evidential medium. And we're on Going Solo live. I'm so excited today because gut instincts. What are gut instincts? And every single person I've ever met either likes me or they don't. That is because a lot of people listen to their guts. What are we talking about? The solar plexus, the emotional center of the body. It can get you into trouble if you don't listen, or it can reward you when you do. I've grown up always on about my guts. My family will tell you, my siblings and that will tell you, my stomach's never satisfied. But neither are my instincts. I have lived with my instincts to better who I am. When you meet somebody for the first time, you either, okay, I'll shake your hand, or not. It's the difference between the feelings that you get inside yourself. Instincts are what you're born with. Every single one of us have instincts. A lot of people say it's common sense. Well, it's combined. You see, we're born with a lot of hidden talents within us. We only use the smallest fraction of our brains, the totality of our brain ability. And some of us, and I have to say us, are able to listen acutely to this instinct. Imagine, if you will, now the timeline is incorrect scientifically, but it's just to get a point across. You've got a caveman, and he sees a cave up on the hill, and it's cold and miserable. He said, "Ugh, let's get in this cave." Just bimbles in, dies. Saber-toothed tiger. One of his friends or family didn't go in. For some reason, they were delayed. And that instinct of, hang on, my Oppo went into that cave and died. Didn't come out. Don't know what happened, but I don't have that idea. So the next cave this person came up to, looked at the cave and went, I'm not going in just yet. And waited. And waited. Sure enough, saber-tooth came out. Survived. That's it, basically. The more that person, all those centuries ago, listened to, let's wait a minute. How does it feel? Oh, this cave's got cobwebs and whatever, so nothing's been in there. But hang off a bit just to find out, snake will come out. You see, you know when it's safe and know when it's not safe, but you don't know how you know. I'm not going to tell you the scientific part because I don't know. I don't know why we have this gift scientifically. I just know that instinctively we either listen or we don't. I had a phone call today with a company, and as I was talking to this person, halfway through the conversation, I said, hang on, is your boyfriend not feeling too happy about you in spirit? She said, how do you know? Spirit tapped my memories of interaction with other people. I saw me talking to somebody else in the past, and I just blurted out to this lady on the phone. She has since said, by the end of the conversation on the phone, I'm adding you on my Facebook. I need to talk to you about readings, and I want to learn. I said, why did you do that? She says, I liked what you were saying, and it felt good. And she, as we were talking, she was checking on Facebook, looked up my website. It's like goingsolomedia.com. You've got to investigate. You've got to feel comfortable. But the only way you can feel comfortable is by listening to yourself and exploring all the possibilities until you feel, yeah, that's fine, or no, it's not. You have to listen to yourself. It doesn't matter what anybody says, oh, you're safe going there, or do this, or that. No. If you don't feel it's right, don't do it. And this girl, well, I should say this lady, says, it felt right. And she says, how did you know about my boyfriend was scared of spirit? He's never really said a lot about it. I said, well, he had a trauma when he was a youngster. He did not understand. But he fell in love with you because you felt right for him. I said, how the heck do you know this? My guts told me. My memory was activated. Because you have to activate your own experiences in psychic ability. Mostly gut instincts are psychic as well. The physical, the material. Everybody does it. It's like believing in yourself. And the more you believe, the more accurate you get. It's a learning curve, just like the caveman. You've got to listen. If you look at the history of man, you can see so many things that have gone wrong when people have listened to others over themselves. I quit that many years ago when I came over to America. Well, in fact, 20 years ago. I just thought, this is my new life. I met my wife, married, never had a moment where I regret anything because I quit caffeine. I quit all the bad stuff dietary. My body still went through all the pre-effect of food because when I came here, I felt this is my chance to be better me. My guts, in more ways than one, I have a very high metabolic rate and my stomach, as I said, it's always hungry. But my metabolic rate made it a wonderful melting pot of sensations and feelings. I know what's good for me, what isn't good for me instantly before I've even eaten it. Because I listen. When I pick something up, I hold it and say, is this good for me? With my eyes shut. And I either lean forward or stay straight or lean back when I ask a question. I forget the term of what that's called, but it's about listening inwardly. The guts have so many things in them. They've got all these microorganisms, got acids, and they've got all the gungy bits going through. But also the nerve endings in the stomach affect the whole body. You know instantly when you've eaten something wrong or drank something too much or whatever. Your body feels terrible instantly. But you feel that sensation immediately because you know it's a physical sensation. But you can also feel it with the psychic ability. That gut instinct, not gut reaction to food or liquid. So they both work the same, similar ways. They both affect you instantly if you listen. You've got to listen. Now, this network, this show that I'm doing, is called Dare to Dream. And it's on WGSN-DB, Going Solo Network, radio, TV, and podcasts. And there's my information, Dare to Dream, my name, International Medical Intuitive Evidential Medium and Psychic. I've been learning my gifts my whole life. I stopped listening to other people a long time ago. Yeah, I'm new at this. So if you've got any comments, please put them up. If you've got a question, I will even do mini readings. I'm not specific about love and money and stuff, but I can help you in certain things. But please make a comment or like us, share us, please subscribe to us, whatever you wish to do. But if you pass on the information that you're learning here, you could help somebody else. And I'm no medically trained person. When I say I'm a medical intuitive, I evaluate only, because legally I am not diagnosing or curing anybody. In fact, most people cure themselves on a lot of little things, but always see your doctor. You know, now, there was one experience I had when I was about 15, child, with my siblings. We went to a movie gallery that's close to us when I lived in England. And one time we were watching the cartoons, and I suddenly saw my grandfather's face on the big screen. It was a cartoon screen at the cinema. And all I saw were the words, and heard the words, "Get out." My guts turned. My family looked at me and said, "What's up?" I said, "Get out. We've got to get out." That's Grandad. They didn't question. They got up, left. We never went back. 2 weeks. Thank you, Pamela. 2 weeks later, the place burnt down. Now, we used to go every Saturday or Sunday as kids. We quit going when we saw that message. It burnt down on the weekend 2 weeks later. I listened to my guts. It saved our life. It's like, also, when you have animals in your house, dogs especially, and somebody knocks on the door, it's encroaching your domain, and the dog's protecting, saying, no, 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 bark, 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 bark. Now, it's the way your dog barks that could save your life. Again, when I was younger, we were in a house in the hospital grounds for mentally and physically challenged people. And somebody knocked on the door, and we kids were on their own in the house, but my uncle was in the backyard doing some stuff. The front door was always locked. And this person was knocking, and we got up to go to the door, and it was down a little corridor, and our dog got between us and the door. It was a border collie. And she was looking at us, snarling, no, 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 and whining at the same time, looking at the door, going ballistic. Turned back on us when we approached the door, snarl, 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 whining, and back to the door. The dog just wouldn't let us get near the door at all. No. We didn't want to get too close to the dog. She'd got teeth, and we were youngsters. But the person on the door eventually went away. About 10 minutes later, my mum and dad burst in through the door. Oh, you're okay. A mentally challenged person had escaped from the security ward. And she'd killed before. And she was going down the street. We were down the house with anybody in. All the other people were at work or at school or whatever, were out. We were the last one. We had the TV on, and we were kids. If the dog hadn't stopped us, and if we hadn't listened to the dog, 50-50 chance. We took the chance and we lived. Gut instincts are like that. It's life or death. You can nurture it, but it takes time and trust in yourself. The more you listen to your own stomach, your gut instinct, the more it develops. You see, daring to dream is a state of mind. Going solo is not about being isolated. I found this, I forget how, one of my friends had her own show on here, and I've just remembered. And she said, "Why don't you try this, Graham?" I went, okay. Now this is my third or fourth show now, because of my friend, who I trust. You see, you can have associates, but you can have true friends. You can say everybody's my friend, but they're not. Ones that are true friends, no matter what you do, will not try to change you. They'll try to say to you, have you thought this through? They'll give you different perspectives. That's a true friend. Once you've decided what to do, they'll back you. I'll say, okay, you're on your own with this, but if you need us, I'm here. Oh. Because your friends know you better than you know yourself at the moment. My friends, who I've known for about 20 years, they know once I put my foot down, I've got to go through a learning curve to find out whether I was right or wrong. But I own up if I'm right or wrong. I'm not brilliant. I'm just a survivor. But I survive with passion, with love, empathy, and my abilities. I like to give people a reason to smile, because I'm always practically joking around, making people laugh. I tell people, why are you coming to see me? I've been trying to run away from you for years, and you keep on coming back. And they're laughing because they don't. It's not a negative. I give them recipes because I was trained cook in the Navy, and people feel comfortable with who I am. And I've got somebody trying to give me some information here. I'm itching my nose. But you see, when you're honest with yourself and everybody you encounter, they instinctively know whether they trust you or they don't. You see, in the dark, people are always scared when they're youngster, or a lot of people are scared. Sorry. I was one of these, you have the light on, because I was seeing too much in the dark. Oh no, I seen figures moving around, I was hearing voices, and because I was a medium, I didn't know it. So the light was giving me a reprieve. But over the years, I learned to say, okay, I'm in control of who visits, or I acknowledge the visit. Spirit always going to knock on my door, always. And always going to knock on your door. The memories are going to be jarred, or you're going to feel like you heard something, or you smell something, or you see something. And you know, hang on, that was when I was a such and such when they were alive. Well, my friend's still alive, but he's a long way off. Oh, hang on, I better give him a call. Oh, how did you know when to call me? Because I listen to my guts. I listen to what's told me in my subconscious. I don't question it anymore. It sounds like a little bit, you're a bit out on a limb there, Graham. But I've been doing this for so long, minimum 40 years, when I've been listening. But I went through a learning curve. I made mistakes like everybody else does, because I'm human. I'm the spirit having a human experience. But all these experiences have got me to where I am today, talking to you on this Going Solo Media. And I want you to either like, share, comment, and pass it on to your friends. Because each of us need to understand ourselves. You see the picture of the rainbow behind me? That's from my grandson. He's a little lad, and I haven't met him yet, physically. But seeing his eyes light up when I'm on video with his mum, I can't wait to get over to see him. He's in England. I've got another grandson from my son's side. But I know they're safe. I feel it. They're happy in their lives. They're developing and learning things. If they want me, they'll call me. But whenever I feel that guts turning, I'm on the phone, I'm on the messenger, video chatting, or send them an email, or get communication to them somehow. Even my siblings. I've got 4 in England, siblings, and I've got 3 in America. I find when I feel my guts say you need to contact somebody. Your gut instinct is communication, not just for you, but for everything around you and everyone around you. So the more you start using it, the safer you will become. You'll know when the choices you're making are the right choices, are going to help you. If you leave a piece of fish outside for a couple of days, it's going to go up. You're not going to cook it. That's common sense. But it also applies to your gut instinct. It's common sense. You've got to start to listen to it. You see, the topic is the feeling that feeling or the feeling, or plural, feelings. You see, when a medium says they're seeing, it's the ears, the nose, the mouth, sight, and that other sixth sense, the gut instinct. All of that makes an image within the medium's mind. That's what they're seeing, a combination of all those senses. And the guts, like the intuition, tell me good or bad. This show is more about teaching people about themselves. I've been very fortunate to be in a position that I am now. I go to a veterans cafe. I go to a cafe in a beautiful part of Florida called Mount Dora, and I do readings for people. They're just walking by. They just need a pick-me-up. They come in and they're not sure why they're coming in, but I straight away say, thank you. They go, why? I said, you listened to come to me. We were in town today, local town, Eustace, and there was two old ladies just got out of the car, one with a walking stick and the other one a bit fragile walking as well, with no walking stick. Got to a curb, and the one without the walking stick sort of, I went straight up to her and said, can I help you? The relief on this person's face, thank you. Oh, you're so kind. And I helped her up on the curb, made sure she was safe. And the lady with the walking stick said, may I hold your arm? She said, yeah. And I helped her on, made sure she was balanced. She said, why did you do that? I said, it feels right. And she was so happy. I mean, I don't do it for monetary gain. I do it for the pleasure of seeing somebody smile. My guts are the control of my life. When I can make somebody smile inside and their eyes sparkle, you don't get better than that. I come away bouncing like a little kid. My family will say I'm childish. And I think that's a compliment. You see, I dare to dream. I'm going solo in what I believe in. I'm standing up and saying to you, you have abilities. Some you know, a lot you don't know. Do you want to learn about your abilities or don't you? Or do you just want to plod on and do what you do? You might be happy, that's fine. Only you can decide whether you are fulfilled in your life or not. What feels good to you? Because I can assure you, some days I think, what am I doing? Then I look or hear something or smell something. Okay, now I know what I'm got to do. And these shows every other week are for you. And what I get out of it is the satisfaction that I'm listening to my guts. I'm here to help you. I can't see your smile. I can't see your comments. But it makes no difference. I'm giving freely to you. If you want to contact me, I have a website and I have an email address and I've got Facebook. My email address is thebrit77, that's THEBRITT77 at hotmail.com. My website is all one word, Medium Graham Williamson. That's GRAHAM. I've seen so many ways of spelling my middle name. It's unbelievable. But mediumgrahamwilliamson.online. You can call me, but please leave a voice message because I don't have your number on my phone. And it's 352-409-1060. And I'm on Facebook. Look my name up as Medium Graham Williamson, the 3 words in Facebook. Or go to my Facebook page, you'll see Graham Williamson. But I'm asking of you to like and share and leave a comment. And if I've helped you, tell me. Because this is what Oh, thanks, Pam. Yeah, you see, this lady Pam, I've met 2 or 3 times, and in a fairground. She sells stuff similar to my wife, but hers is slightly different. My wife does beads and bracelets like these, and I'm not selling. I'm just saying this lady sells different scented items, beautiful stuff, lovely personality, and we clicked. My wife, this lady, chatter away, and I get there, chatter away, because it feels right. We talk equally. Nobody's up, nobody's down in our positions. You see, if you put yourself above other people, I can guarantee you will land and you will hurt yourself emotionally. If you put yourself below people and help them with your heart, they will lift you up. And I tell you, when you're honest with yourself and how you like to be treated, and you treat people like that, you will always be rewarded. I have listened to my guts, spirit, activate my guts sometimes. They tell me, don't go in there, or do this, do that, whatever. And I listen. You see, everybody's a psychic. Everybody. If you've listened to half of what I've said today, you'll know your guts respond to energy, the psychic ability within, like the caveman. But you have to stop doubting yourself. The minute you think about a situation rather than respond to a situation, ego comes in. That part of you that said, oh, let's think about this. What can I get out of it? Don't. I don't get anything out of it except one thing: love. It can come in so many different ways. As I said, those 2 old ladies today, never met them from ever. But I took 1.5 minutes to help them off the road onto the path, the sidewalk. So I'm in America. And their eyes lit up. 1.5 minutes, and I made 2 people happy. You can do that so many times a day if you want to. If it doesn't feel right, don't go near them. If your dog barks really bad at the door, don't open the door. Even say, oh, we've got to come in. No, just lock the door, phone the police. They would rather you call them than open the door and you're not able to ever speak again. Think about it. Your guts protect you. They are instinctive because you were born with them, and you should be using them properly. I'm not saying I'm using mine fully yet, but it's got me out of more scrapes than you can imagine. I've not purposely got into scrapes. It's just things happen in life. As I said, we're spirit having a human experience. I dare to do things with my abilities to help other people. I don't care what you think of me. I only care what I think of you, what I can give you. And that's my experience to help you have a better life. You choose your own path. You choose your own words. You choose to listen to your own instincts, your guts. I just ask you to listen to yourself. Now, some of you may actually feel comfortable with what I'm saying. That's because you're listening to your guts. Some won't, because my energy may be different from yours and they're not compatible. They're not going on the same vibration. That's fine. I have no control who watches my show. I've only got control what I give to you. And that is the energy I'm giving out is all my heart, all my love, and helping you be a better person for whatever is in your life at the moment. So, as I said, please contact me through my email, my website, or my phone number and Facebook. Because how can we communicate unless you take a step in the comments on my Facebook or the email to the Brit77@hotmail.com. That's THEBRITT77@hotmail.com. Medium Graham Williamson, all one word. That's medium Graham, GRAHAM, Williamson .online. On my phone, it's 352-409-1060. Now, we're just going to take a short break for sponsors, and I'll speak to you in a little bit. See you soon. There we go. Welcome back to WGSN-DB, Going Solo Network Radio. TV and podcast, #1 internet singles talk network. Going Bold Wednesday. I love that. I just love everything about it. I'm watching all about the divorce support. I wish I had that when I was going through trauma in my past. But now, by experiencing stuff, I'm able to help other people. And this is Dare to Dream, and I'm Graham Williamson. I'm an international medical intuitive and evidential medium psychic. And that means I have a lot of gifts, and I've learned to listen to them. And I say the international part because I've been to Turkey, France, Italy, Rome. I've been a bit around the Mediterranean. I was in the services. And I've done readings all over the world. And every single place I've been to taught me something. Taught me, it doesn't matter what belief you are, when you go into a church, you follow their rules. And when you feel comfortable, you can go in, as long as you observe the rules. You can learn a lot about belief, a lot about people. One of the saddest places I went to was Sicily in 1972, 10 years after an earthquake. And the dignitaries met us in Bentleys and posh cars and silk suits and all this lot. And my captain at the time said, "No, we're not here for you guys. We're here for the people we saved." And there's a few miles inland. And we went. And to be honest, it felt like it only just had the earthquake. It was devastated. But my point is, I met somebody and I couldn't understand the language, but by my expression and hand signals, I got to understand that they were starving. They needed equipment. My guts said, we can do something. So I went to my captain, who knew me fairly well, that I was weird and I did things differently to everybody else. I said, "Captain, what would you say if I said there's something wrong with our refrigerators? Because these people are starving." And he looked at me and grinned and he says, "Yeah, I think you told me about that yesterday. You've got enough food for the next couple of days because we really need to get those refrigerators fixed and we've got to restock everything, haven't we?" I said, "Yeah, I hope I told you in time, sir, but I forgot completely about it. He said, no problem. Throw out what you don't need. We put food in bags carefully. We just about emptied the ship, really. And knickknacks and stuff and clothing and whatever. We just gave to us. And I made it a point to this young lady. Hey, I was a young lad, I was a sailor. What the heck? She was a young, pretty lady. But she understood by my action that this food in these bags was okay, edible. And she listened. She went over it, hand over tummy. I went, thumbs up. And it feels good. I didn't understand that at the time. What I was telling her felt good. She listened. She taught me something that day. We could not speak the same language, but one word we did say was thank you. There were tears on all our faces. When you listen to yourself enough, miracles happen. But you have to listen. God created you complete. Whatever belief in the church, whatever denomination, it doesn't make any difference. We are all created. We all have gifts. It's whether you use them. If you don't use them, you lose them. I have friends of different denominations all over the place. I may not 100% feel comfortable going to certain churches or meeting certain people, but I respect them. And we are friends. I am going to go to one of my friends who has their own church. I'm going to do that soon. Because I was asked, what are you doing? And I said, come and have a look at this show. This lady and her family I've known off and on for quite a few years. And it was because it was a place I used to work. And does a spirit ever give up because you're not willing to listen to your gut instincts? Right, that's a good question. Spirit never give up on you. Because there is no timeline in spirit. Not the same as what we understand. Our spirits are created in a different realm, different energy vibration. And we can look down and see people on this earth. That's how you get spirits. Sometimes people see ghosts and stuff like that. That's true. But you're seeing life down here and you think, I want to experience that. So you come through. And sometimes you get deja vu, which means you're doing the right thing. You saw that and you wanted to experience it and then you remember it on this earth. But spirit, because they're looking down all the time at it, and their time level is different to ours, there's no past, present, or future. There's just the now, as we understand it. As we come into this earth, we perceive it as the past or the future. But I'm just going to simplify it. Spirit never give up on loved ones, because their love for you will never stop. They can feel sad sometimes for you, and they'll feel that you're not listening. But it's not because they've stopped trying, it's because you're not listening, you're not feeling, you're not seeing them. Your guts are not being activated by them. Because they're always knocking at your memories, your physical body. They will stir things up in you. As I said about my past, I've been married, divorced a couple of times. But circumstance enabled me to find a lady I have no barriers whatsoever with. None at all. I am so open with people say, you must have some secrets. No, I don't have any secrets from her. What's the point of having somebody in your life, like somebody you love, and you're hiding things? Spirit are like this. They love you. They won't hide anything from you. They keep on trying to stir your memories to activate them. But people live in a secular world and they think ego, oh, I don't want to experience that. No, I'll shut off to that. They're past now. Or I don't believe in life after death, or whatever it is. They shut the door. But spirit never shut the door. Because when you pass over, they're waiting for you. Doesn't matter what you say or do now. Well, in part, it is what you say and do now. But they will not stop trying to communicate with you. Sometimes you'll see a butterfly or see a rainbow or see something that's so beautiful, a waterfall, or a baby bird hatching, or a puppy finding how to walk. All these joyful things are memories that later can be stirred by spirit, the loved ones. They're trying to activate your heart, trying to say, I'm knocking. Are you listening? Like people say, oh, but spirits are evil. Yes, there's some evil spirits. But that's because the person that passed over only believed in themselves the way they do, and their animosity and negative. But you have to have negative to have positive. You can't have one without the other. You literally can't. We are made up of electrical impulses, which is an on-off switch. Or another one, look up at the sky at night. It's all that blackness. But we see those little white dots. You can't see the white dots if the sky was white. Think about it. Those stars are up there. And another thing, light will continue traveling until it is obstructed by something. Like the Earth, the beams of light coming from those stars have been traveling for millions of years, or thousands, whatever time it is, a very long time. So those light bulbs could have been off, but there's still the light beam is on its way to us, and we're still seeing those beams countless years later. That's how much love spirit have. The countless millions of miles worth of love. It never stops. And when it hits you, your memories, your heart, your physical being, your energy, your guts are activated. Your gut instinct is activated. Do you listen to it? Do you look into that light or just see the black? It is so easy to open your eyes and not see anything. I learned not to focus on one thing in front of me. As I'm looking towards you, I'm seeing things all around me. So listen to your guts, and I hope this show will help you do so. But I want to thank you for visiting Going Solo Media. And if you want to contact me again, the Brit77, that's TheBritt77 at hotmail.com. On my website, Medium Graham Williamson, all one word, that's Graham Williamson.online, or phone me on 352-409-1060. And if you phone, please leave your name and number and a message, because that way I will phone you back. I'll listen to the message and phone you back. But you can go onto Facebook, or you can come on to subscribe to Going Solo Network. Yeah, you can join the live WGSN-DB Facebook and YouTube. Subscribe to it. Please come in and leave a message. If you want a reading, a little one, I can give it on here, or ask me for a reading by the other means I've told you. But please come back to the WGSN-DB Going Solo Network, radio, TV, and podcasts. My show is every other week, so a week on Wednesday. I'll be back again at 5 o'clock till 6, and I hope you'll join us, because I am loving this. November the 10th is today's date, so 7 days from now, that'll be the 17th. So, Going Solo Media. My show is Dare to Dream, Graham Williamson. I'm a medium, and my email address again is thebrit77 at hotmail.com. My website is Medium Graham Williamson, all one word. Yeah. 24th. You see, I can't count. You know. But I have fun even when I make a mistake, because to err is to be human. And I'm your host, Graham Williamson, international medium, intuitive, evidential medium and psychic. And what you've seen today has helped you learn a bit about yourself. I don't know what the show's going to be until about 3 or 4 days before the next one on the 24th. But I hope that you'll join me. This has been a wonderful time. And I want to say thank you for being here and listening. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, please.